So on the FM Gold 100.1 megahertz, we are here with a guest, Suresh Narsimha, and he runs a Just Book online book rental service, engineer in electronics, a technology and consumer focused with venture capital with 15 years of entrepreneur experience. He's an avid reader and a student of Indian aesthetics. He specializes in microfunds, creating deep tech solutions and building disruptive business models. He derives a mission for youngsters and become entrepreneurs. He has founded many ventures like Monkeypox, Sensara, and many more. He has been a board member of TIE, that is a global network to help entrepreneurs, retail SIG, mentor in NEN, and MMA. He's been always been many speaker as well as in many events. Hello, hello. Yes, Mr. Suresh. Hi, how are you, sir? I'm good, sir. Sir, what are these ventures of yours that like monkeypox and Sensora? Can you please elaborate for all our listeners?
Right? So basically we were trying to solve the problem of working women and mothers who are always worried about what to give for the kids' lunch box. That's where we had started the Monkey Box, that's way back in 2016. And Sensara is a very, very deep tech company around the television space. But as of today, I have invested in around 18 startups, some very, very interesting ones. Many of them by the students who are still doing their final year undergrad course, right? So that's what I've been doing here today, Mukta.
That's nice. So, how many companies that you run, sir?
So I don't run any company, but I have invested in around 20 startups where I'm pretty hands-on. I work with my entrepreneurs, I work with my CEOs, right, and to help them build great companies. That's what I have been doing.
That's so beautiful. So, how many students you have converted to entrepreneurs until today?
So we have around 18 startups. Out of 18 startups, 15 of them are from the students, right? And 15 companies, average of around 3 students per company, right? You should take it as around 45 students. What gives me immense pride is 60% of these companies have female co-founders. We talk about gender neutrality, gender equality, equal opportunity, venture capitalists, etc. With outside campuses, we find it so hard to find high quality, deep tech women entrepreneurs. But inside the campus, this is such a reality. Most of every alternative team that I see will have a woman co-founder. That's what gives me a lot of pride in working with students.
Sir, I actually got attracted towards your article on the newspaper by the model of Just Books. Would you like to tell us how does that model works?
Right. See, JustBooks was one of the companies that I started with a lot of passion. In fact, this is one of the companies where we had to acquire the company because we just wanted to sustain the idea, right? If you had not acquired JustBooks, I think JustBooks would have been dead now. So we had to acquire them, transform them, and sustain it. The reason behind JustBooks is I always believe the strength Indians have is our motivation to read a lot more, absorb knowledge, right? So at one end, we have a lot of pride in some of the best global CEOs being Indians, but the reason why that happens is we have a very, very strong fundamental education system, right? So there is a lot more priority for education, right? So a lot of even poor families prioritize education ahead of many other things in India. So that's the trend. And I wanted to make sure that we as Indians continue to read more and we as Indians continue to have love for the literature, which I felt is one of the fundamental ingredients for us as we look at the future. So developing reading skills at the kids and ensuring that people continue to read was important, and that's what Just Books is trying to do. What we do is we have 1.5 million books.
Mhm.
Consumers can log into our site, request any book that they want to read. We deliver those books to their home, and when they have read, we'll pick it up and then give them a new book to read. Right? That's the book rental service that we have. So the key thing is we have 1.5 million books across the categories, across languages, not just in English. We have books in Hindi, Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Marathi, right? Different regional languages. People can request for any book from any language wherever they are. We deliver those books to them, and whenever they are done, they will bring it back. So we have an app, we have a website, and we have free delivery. So pretty much whatever you need to read is what we are trying to deliver, Mukta.
So books are the lifeline of our life. So we whatever knowledge or whatever words that we catch is only by the books, and that's a wonderful thing. So how did this came into existence, and how is like any monthly income that you generate from this?
Right. This is based on the subscription, right? Or of course, there is also a prepaid model wherein people just load their wallet, and for each time when they procure a book, for the number of days they keep the book, we charge them something, right? That's one model. But most of them are on subscription. Where they pay a monthly fixed amount, like 400 rupees per month for two books at a time. So once they become members of Just Books, once they sign up for the Just Books, then they can keep requesting for the books, and as many books as they request, we keep delivering it, but two at a time. Right? They can exchange it as many times as possible. It's predominantly online stores, online service, though we do have physical stores in Bangalore, Pune, Hyderabad, Chennai, Mysore, and around 5, 6 cities where we do have around 50, 60 stores, but predominantly online. Because, for example, in a place like Delhi, we only deliver it through online. We don't have a center yet.
Hmm. Nice. So you are yet to penetrate now into North Market. Okay, so what's your next venture coming up in say about 5 years from now?
I mean, what I want to do now is I want to go and create 100 startups, mostly around education and the students and doing social. This one, that's what I want to do. I want to go and start 100 startups over the next, hopefully within 2 years. Most of it will be started by the students who are in their undergrad programs. With each startups, we will invest around 1.5 to 2 crore in terms of capital, and hope that we'll have lot more unicorns in India, which are started by students. Mutta, I just want to tell one thing, right? If you go and look at US today, 7 out of 10 companies or even more are started in the campuses, are started in the education institutes. In fact, if you go and look at US, probably 30 top universities have more than $500 billion in terms of their endowments. I think in India it's very, very important for our universities to build that kind of asset, and even more important for some of the bright students to become entrepreneurs rather than being job seekers. Becoming job creators is an extremely important step in India's journey towards our $5 trillion economy. And that I believe is only possible if we have lot more startups, lot more entrepreneurs. And what is the better way to do that than doing it in campus? And that's the most important thing that I'm doing. As far as Just Books is concerned, we are launching something very, very interesting thing called Day, where anyone who has the books can come and place their books on our network and start leasing it to people around you. So we are becoming a platform where people can rent out their own books or discover books from their neighborhood. This is one very interesting thing that we are launching in Just Books, just to build better communities of readers across the country. And we have another very interesting property called Culture Place, wherein we are bringing in some of the experts in different fields across the country to motivate, inspire, and teach children. For example, we will get, let's say, some of the defense personnel to come and talk to our students about what kind of let's say, defense equipments that we have in this country, so that we get motivated. We get scientists from ISRO to come and talk about what are the kind of satellites that India has produced. Right. So this is one more very interesting property that we have launched called Culture Place. 5 years, I think, is all our focus is around some of these aspects, Mukta.
Nice, sir. So it includes all the genre, all kind of like comic, laughter, and some knowledgeable books and novels as well.
Yes, yes. We have, as far as books is concerned, we have fiction, non-fiction, we have magazines, we have, within the fiction, we have kids, young adults, and the novels for the senior citizens. We have across the genres, we have across the languages too. And in the non-fiction, we have wellness, we have fitness, we have biographies, we have business books, we have pretty much all the collection. I said 1.5 million. Probably other than pure academic ones, we have pretty much all the books.
That's so great, sir. Thank you for connecting to us and giving, imparting such a beautiful knowledge for all of us. And the ones who are not able to grab a book around, they can definitely catch it online through Just Books from you.
Just books that in Mukta.
Right, right, sir. Justbooks.in. So anybody who would like to connect and get a subscription, definitely you can enjoy it. Thank you so much, Mr. Suresh, for connecting to us from the FM Gold. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Mukta.
Thank you, sir. Bye bye. So that was Mr. Suresh Narsimha, and he's having this books, justbooks.in, and you can definitely enjoy it wherever you can if you're not getting any books and you are an avid reader as well. So enjoy the track on FM Gold 100.1 megahertz.